Okay, hi, I'm Jennifer, co-president of the Milton Horticultural Society, and I'm going to try to show you how to make a fancy bow for your wreaths or for your outdoor arrangements. And the first thing you do is go to the dollar store because they have wonderful wired ribbon very cheaply. This cost me a whole $1.25, and it's enough to make one very large bow or two fairly small bows. So you take your ribbon, remove it from the reel, thus, and then you fold it in half, roughly. Okay, once you've found your halfway point, you take some florist wire. I use the finest that you can find, and I take off rather a large amount.
Well done.
About a yard.
There you go.
Yes. And because it's so fine, it just cuts with scissors. And again, you fold it in half. Fold it in half. There. And start off by putting your florist wire on the floor. Yeah, right, on the floor. There it is. Put your florist wire through the center of your bow and secure it just by twisting it together. Okay, just give it a wee twist like so. The only difficult part of this is keeping your parts of your bow even. So try to fold one piece of ribbon up, take hold of one of the two pieces of florist wire, wind it around tightly once, then take the other piece and fold it the same way, use the other piece of florist wire and wind it in the opposite direction. And you keep on doing that until you have used up as much of the ribbon as you want to. Buster, get out of there. This one is going to come out quite small because I've been a little okay, and you just keep folding and winding. If you make a mistake, or if you don't like the results as they come, just unwind your wire and start over. I've been known to do that frequently. You will have wire left over at the end, and we'll talk about why you have the wire left over at the end later. Okay, I can get probably at least two more winds in here. Come on. Pull it tight. I love this wired ribbon because you can do anything with it, and when you put it away to store it, you just squish it flat, and then the next year you can simply revive it by pulling it up. Okay. Now if you like nice long tails on your bows, leave it. If you don't want such long tails, which I don't, put one more fold of ribbon. And one more fold of ribbon. And then you look down at yourself and you're completely covered with sparkles. Okay. Now, make sure that the whole thing's going to hold together by just winding 2 or 3 winds of your ribbon through everything. Come on. Here we go. Right at the moment it looks sort of yucky. And this is the beauty of wired ribbon. You then go in and you start puffing out your little bits, your folds, so that they meld into one another. And you get what looks like an old-fashioned lady's hairdo. Okay, so what to do with it? There's two things you can do. Oh, almost forgot. Make your ends nice and neat just by folding them and cutting them off. And then you can crimp them so that it looks as if they are actually real ribbons, instead of these fake bits of wired stuff. There we go. Okay, what to do with it? There are two things that I do with these. Sometimes, if I want a particularly big bow, I'll take two and crush them together like that, and take a wire or a bamboo stake and take all my extra wires and wind it round and round the bamboo stake and shove the bamboo stake into one of my outdoor arrangements. Since I don't have any outdoor arrangements made at the moment, we will shove these in a tree. Are you going to stay? No, you're not, are you? Come on. You have to stay. Yes, you do. Come on. You can put them in an outdoor arrangement or an indoor arrangement for that matter. In you go. There we go. Just like so.
Very
If you
nice.
are making your own outdoor arrangements, or
Very nice.
if you are making wreaths, and I do this quite frequently with any activity I'm doing with people, and we make our own fancy bows, and we can attach them to any sort of wreath. Again, just with the wires that I use to make the thing. So, come on, in you go. I may actually leave that on there. That doesn't look too bad.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice. I notice you just don't put it at the bottom either, like everybody else.
Well, there was no room at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
because this is my gardening wreath, and it's got watering cans and pails and watering cans and trowels and stuff. So there you go. That's what we have. Or I could put it on Buster.